Thoroughgoing as adjective. Complete or thorough, covering all aspects of something. Extreme or radical, far-reaching in scope or impact. The thoroughgoing review of the company's finances revealed numerous accounting errors. The new employee's thoroughgoing approach to projects impressed her colleagues. His thoroughgoing commitment to social justice was evident in all of his work. The thoroughgoing analysis of the data led to important insights. The thoroughgoing renovation of the old building transformed it into a modern space. Unprecedented as adjective. Never before seen, done, or experienced. Without previous example or parallel. Novel or unique. The pandemic caused an unprecedented global crisis. The company achieved unprecedented success with its new product. The athlete broke an unprecedented number of records in a single season. The discovery of a new species of animal was unprecedented in the scientific community. The damage caused by the hurricane was unprecedented in the region's history. Unseemly is adjective. Inappropriate or offensive, often with regard to behavior or appearance, not in accordance with accepted standards of propriety or good taste. The CEO's lavish spending on personal items was unseemly, considering the company's financial situation. The actor's behavior at the awards ceremony was unseemly and disrespectful. The politician's unseemly remarks about a colleague caused a lot of controversy. The dress was deemed unseemly for the occasion and the dress code. The unseemly mess in the kitchen needed to be cleaned up before the guests arrived. Vitriolic as adjective. Containing or characterized by strong or bitter criticism. Highly corrosive. The article was filled with vitriolic attacks on the author's political opponents. The online comments were full of vitriolic language and personal insults. The debate turned vitriolic as the candidates attacked each other's character and policies. The movie review was criticized for its vitriolic tone towards the actors and director. The talk show host was known for her vitriolic rants against celebrities and public figures. Anemic as adjective. Exhibiting symptoms such as fatigue, weakness, and pale skin due to a deficiency of red blood cells. Lacking vitality, energy, or strength. The anemic sales figures indicated a decline in consumer demand. The anemic economy resulted in high unemployment rates and sluggish growth. Her anemic performance in the competition disappointed her fans and coaches. The plant's anemic leaves were a clear sign of nutrient deficiency. Despite their efforts, the team's anemic defense couldn't stop the opposing team's scoring. Approbatory as adjective. Expressing or conveying approval, praise, or favorable opinion towards someone or something. Showing agreement or giving approval, often indicating a positive or favorable evaluation. Her approbatory comments about the new initiative encouraged the team to move forward. The teacher's approbatory remarks motivated the students to excel in their studies. His approbatory gestures towards the project conveyed his enthusiastic support. The manager's approbatory attitude boosted morale among the employees. The audience's applause was highly approbatory, reflecting their appreciation for the performance. Avaricious as adjective. Excessively eager to acquire wealth or possessions. Greedy and covetous. The avaricious businessman was willing to cut corners and exploit workers to increase his profits. His avaricious nature made him unpopular with his colleagues, as he would often hoard resources and credit for himself. The avaricious landlord refused to make necessary repairs to his buildings, even at the expense of his tenants' safety. A culture of avaricious behavior can lead to a lack of trust and cooperation in the workplace. The avaricious nature of some politicians can erode public trust in the democratic process. Crestfallen as adjective. Brought low in spirit or hope. Disappointed or disheartened. He came home from the job interview feeling crestfallen after being told he didn't get the position. The team was crestfallen after losing the championship game in the last minute of play. She was crestfallen when she found out her flight was canceled and she couldn't make it to her sister's wedding. His pride was wounded and he felt crestfallen when he realized he made a mistake on an important project. The little girl's face was crestfallen when she found out her favorite ice cream shop was closed for the day. Disingenuous as adjective. Insincere, misleading, or not straightforward. Not being genuine or honest. His apology was disingenuous because he didn't truly feel sorry for his actions. She made a disingenuous offer to help, but everyone could tell she didn't really want to. The politician's promises were seen as disingenuous by many voters. His disingenuous smile didn't fool anyone. They knew he was hiding something. The company's disingenuous advertising made false claims about their product. Disinterested is adjective. Impartial, neutral, and lacking personal bias or stake. Not having a personal interest or investment in an outcome. The judge was completely disinterested in the outcome of the case. A good journalist should be disinterested and objective in their reporting. It's important for scientists to remain disinterested in their research to avoid any potential biases. The board of directors needs to be disinterested when making decisions that affect the company. I appreciate your disinterested advice on this matter. Ebullient as adjective. Boisterous, lively, and exuberant. Overflowing with enthusiasm or excitement. The successful business deal left the negotiators feeling ebullient. The ebullient host greeted the guests with a warm smile and a glass of champagne. The new employee's ebullient personality made him popular with his colleagues. The actor's ebullient performance brought the character to life on stage. The children were ebullient with excitement on the first day of summer vacation. Estimable as adjective. Deserving of respect and admiration. Worthy of consideration or regard. The estimable efforts of volunteers have helped to make the project a success. The estimable professor has published numerous books and articles on the subject. She has earned an estimable reputation for her work in the field. The organization has made an estimable contribution to the community. The estimable achievements of the team were recognized with an award. Ethereal is adjective. Extremely light, delicate, and airy. Of or having the nature of heaven or the heavens. Unworldly or celestial. The ethereal beauty of the sunset took her breath away. The music had an ethereal quality that made it seem otherworldly. Her ethereal dress seemed to float around her as she danced. The paintings on the wall gave the room an ethereal atmosphere. The ethereal light of dawn filled the sky with pink and gold. Extenuating as adjective. Lessening the seriousness or magnitude of something, often used to describe a circumstance or factor. Mitigating or reducing the impact of something, especially in a legal or moral context. The judge took into account the defendant's extenuating circumstances when handing down the sentence. The airline offered refunds to passengers affected by the extenuating circumstances of the pandemic. She was able to explain her poor performance on the exam with extenuating circumstances, such as family problems. The company made an exception for the employee's extenuating circumstances and allowed her to work from home. His extenuating medical condition meant he couldn't meet the physical requirements of the job. Fickle is adjective. Capricious, inconstant, or unreliable in one's affections or attachments. Changing frequently, unpredictably, or without apparent reason, especially with regard to one's opinions, interests, or loyalties. The weather in this region can be very fickle, with sudden changes in temperature and precipitation. The stock market can be fickle, and prices can change quickly based on news and rumors. The company's success was based on the fickle tastes of consumers and their changing preferences. She was fickle in her love life, always jumping from one relationship to the next. He had a fickle temperament and often changed his mind about things. Fortuitous as adjective, happening by chance or good luck, occurring unexpectedly or by coincidence. The team's victory was fortuitous, as the opposing team had several injured players. Winning the lottery was a fortuitous event for the couple. His fortuitous discovery of the treasure changed his life forever. The company's fortuitous investment in the tech industry paid off immensely. The artist's fortuitous encounter with a wealthy patron launched her career. Genteel as adjective, elegant and polished, refined and well-bred. Her genteel manners and refined speech were a reflection of her aristocratic upbringing. The restaurant had a genteel atmosphere, with soft lighting and classical music. The young woman was dressed in a genteel outfit of a pearl necklace and a flowy skirt. The town was known for its genteel society, where everyone was expected to behave with grace and decorum. Despite being from a humble background, he managed to fit into high society with his genteel behavior. Iconoclastic as adjective, against traditional beliefs or institutions, breaking with convention. The iconoclastic artist created a controversial painting that challenged societal norms. The iconoclastic politician proposed a radical new policy that shook up the status quo. The iconoclastic professor encouraged her students to question traditional wisdom and think for themselves. The iconoclastic musician refused to conform to the expectations of the mainstream music industry. The iconoclastic writer rejected conventional storytelling techniques and experimented with unconventional narrative structures. Incorrigible as adjective, not able to be corrected, reformed, or improved, hopelessly bad, not responsive to punishment, correction, or reform. Despite numerous attempts at intervention, his addiction remained incorrigible. He was an incorrigible flirt, always hitting on every woman he met. Her son was an incorrigible troublemaker, constantly getting into fights and breaking rules. The company was plagued by an incorrigible culture of laziness and inefficiency. The politician was an incorrigible liar, never telling the truth about anything. Industrious as adjective, characterized by regular and persistent effort, hardworking and diligent in carrying out tasks. She is an industrious worker who always meets her deadlines. The company is known for its industrious employees. He spent the weekend working in his industrious garden. Her industrious attitude has earned her a promotion. The team's industrious efforts resulted in a successful product launch. Level up your English. Master vocabulary, idioms, and phrasal verbs with fun quizzes. Translate meanings into 104 languages. Download now. Link in the description. Please like and subscribe to our channel.